Okay, so if you're here, it's because you want to know exactly how you can tap into this. I recently applied and I got an interesting email as a response, and this is what happened. So let me open this email up and let me open it. And what you're going to see is this is actually a real email. It's from the SBA. A few people have gotten it, but this is basically what it says. It says we're facing tough times. This CARES Act was passed March 27th. And you can get a $10,000 advance from the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, right? This is the part of the bill that was for small businesses. Of course, that same bill included help for the states, help for major corporations, help for unemployment, the stimulus checks that are going to private families, and it also included this, which was to help small businesses with up to $10 million. But there are some nuances in there. A lot of people are saying, I've seen so many posts in the groups, I've seen so many people on their personal pages complaining about all these things that aren't helping. And they're basically treating this as a loan and saying, I don't want any more debt. But if you guys have seen my other videos, I've gone into why it's a forgivable loan, how to get it forgiven. But today we're going to be talking about this additional $10,000 that could be an advance. And you'll see this right here. It says this advance may be available even if your application was declined or is still pending, and it will be forgiven, okay? And then it tells you if you wish to apply to the advance to your EIDL, please visit this website. And as soon as you fill it out, there actually is a new streamlined application. That application is new as of yesterday or Sunday evening. And in order to qualify for the advance, all you need to do is submit this new application, even if you previously submitted the EIDL application. So make sure that you read this. Applying for this advance will not impact the status or slow your existing application. So it's important, even if you did the previous steps, even if you went through and you filled out the Form 5 and all the other ones, that you do this. They also encourage you to subscribe for updates. So make sure you do that. Get on their email list. And call them if you still have any questions, but I've gone over it on my personal profile, on my YouTube channel. There's so much information on which one you can be using. This is available to LLCs. This is available to S corporations, to the self-employed, independent contractors, and worst case scenario, even if you're not 100% covered or you're not sure, you want to make sure that you apply because you can see that, number one, the cool thing about this is it's self-certification. That means as long as you self-certify and you tell the truth and you fill out the forms, it's going to be a fast, streamlined process. Hopefully a lot of people don't abuse this, but if you had a business at the start of this year and still are running one, you can get this. So having said that, how do you get there? Well, here's the link. I also have it as the link in the video. And the cool thing you're going to see here is that here are the requirements, and it walks you through. So it's going to ask you to choose one. For most people, you are going to fall under either this or this. So you can see that you're still eligible even if you are a sole proprietor with no employees or an independent contractor. So most people are going to be somewhere in here. Me personally, I'm just going to fall under here because I do run a company with about 10 employees. And then we can come down. It's going to ask you a bunch of things. Do you do porn? Do you do farming? Do you do gambling? No. I'm not lobbying. I am not doing all this. Okay. And for me, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to fill this out, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do, XXX. I'm going to fill it out. I'm actually going to show you how this works. And you're going to see that there's a bunch of things you can pick from here. I'm pretty sure you should put LLC because you're an LLC filing as an S corporation. So put LLC regardless if you are an LLC. I'm not a franchise. This is not a non-for-profit. You're going to put your gross revenue. So let's just pretend, this is a photographer. They have cost of goods sold. There might be 100,000. Rental property 0, 0, 0. You're not a secular social services. Compensation from other sources. So if you've gotten other loans, if you've already gotten approved, if you've gotten other financing, make sure that you answer this properly. I am not a faith-based entity. Provide brief descriptions and then I might come in here and I'll put my address in. Okay. And then I'll put my business phone number. A lot of you guys can find this if you guys just go on Google. So I don't really care. 1222. Got it. you're going to find this out. Just be honest. If you have a directory for your state, you can come in here and fill this out. Business directory 0510, 2016. So you're going to go through and make sure you fill this all out. And, for this one, honestly, I'm pretty sure I just put, there wasn't like an exact choice. You can either put, personal services, miscellaneous services, detailed, other, for me, it's going to be internet. You guys fill out the one you guys want. I'm going to put in 8, and then you're going to go through and you're going to fill this out. The biggest thing is once you get to this one, the additional information you're going to find, and this is basically what everyone's interested in. So let's go ahead and I'll fill it out with you guys. Again, that's kind of why I said, you really can fill this out in just a couple minutes. So let's just put owner. I'm going to put my SSN as a fake one, 04/27/1987. Mexico. If you guys didn't know, I am a Mexican and I was born there, but I am a US citizen. Okay. So if you have other partners and stuff, you're going to have to fill them out in there and put your ownership levels in there. So just keep that in mind. And then, is your business owned by a business entity? The answer is no. I'm going to click next. And then you're going to see that then you go on, you're going to put additional information. So it's going to ask you, are you a criminal? Have you been, barred from receiving grants or loans? Are you going to jail? Have you paid your child support and stuff? You're going to fill all this out. And then you can see right here, I would like to be considered for an advance up to $10,000. Then you're going to put your bank name, your account number, and your routing number. And then you can see here all the details in here. So like I said, this matches up with what the SBA sent earlier, right? They said that even if you don't are not eligible, or even if you're still pending, or even if it's forgiven or declined, you can still get this $10,000 as long as your business existed at the beginning of the year. So again, is this a loan? Is this a grant? Well, according to the email, it's basically a grant. So just keep that in mind. I do encourage you, even if you think this doesn't apply to you, make sure that you do this. And yeah, most of you guys probably aren't following along with the video anymore because you're probably like, damn, let me just go to the website. So yeah, that's about it. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to post them in the comments. Again, the most important thing you can do is share this with somebody. If you're not part of the Facebook group, join it. If you want to share this video link, share it with somebody and just get this into the hands of as many photographers as you possibly can. But if you guys have no more questions, then that's going to be it for this one. And I will see you guys